My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. You are all perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. You are all.
It's Friday! Ladies, help me out. If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure I'm good. Y'all make sure that my shirt and my skirt are okay before I come out. Okay, appreciate you, Cheryl. Thank you, Alexis. All right, thank you, Kayla. All right, man. We are here. It is day 5 of the Blaze Virtual Summit Winter 2022. And man, have we had a beautiful time together this week. I celebrate you for showing up for yourself. This week, an investment in yourself is always an investment in your business, even when it feels good, especially when it feels good. So today, all day today, it is going to be about celebrating you. I mean, from the top of the day all the way to the bottom, it is going to be a day of celebration. Day 1, y'all know, we went some places about some spaces that have never felt safe for us, healthcare, transgenerational trauma, etc. On day 2, we anchored it more on ourselves, the decisions that we've made, right? The traumas that we're dealing with, the way that we actually show up in the world and what we should do about it, right? Day 3, somebody said they're inserting the ugly cry. I see you, Victoria. Day 3, right, was all about the way forward, right? We talked about things like activism that was calling and Sankofa season and more, right? And then day 4, which was just yesterday, right? Just yesterday, it was the day of Big Founder Energy, okay? After all that we've healed, right? And all that we've deposited into ourselves, right? We talked about the ways in which we could show up and take up more space in the world for our people, for our communities, for our loved ones, right? Going into uncharted territory because it's still early, Web3 especially. And today, it is all about celebrating you. This is a celebration. We have made it to the end of a year, another year in business, another year being a woman, another year being a daughter, a mother, a friend, a spouse, a partner, right? An employee, a boss, big B on boss, right? So we're going to celebrate all day long. We actually have a headliner today. I'm talking about, she is huge. Her spirit, her gift, man. She is phenomenal. She goes by the name of O. I love O. Her full name is Ohavia Phillips. She hails from Charlotte by way of Brooklyn. BK stand up, Queen City stand up. And she is going to really shower us today. Okay. So stick with the whole day, man, because it's over after this. Okay, we are starting with a session called Visiting My Inner Child. It will feel amazingly good because we deserve all the things, especially on day 5. The Sipera Christopher is going to take us through that. Okay, then we're going straight into the headliner session where it is called Fluent in the Language of Me. I'm gonna say that one more time. Oh, it's coming in heavy with a session called Fluent in the Language of Me. Okay. Then we are skirting over to Big Kayla Life, where she is leading a session called Be the Main Character. I love it. Then Jasmine Murphy is going to give us a session called The Power of Her. All caps on power. The Power of Her. We are celebrating today, y'all. Then we're going to be led by Lisara on a session called Your Decolonized Body and Voice. I'm gonna say that one more time because we gotta skirt out of here, y'all. LaStara is gonna lead a workshop called Your Decolonized Body and Voice. And then we're ending the day, because the day will come to an end, okay? We're ending the day with the Denicia Hilton Harper, the beautiful angelic voice that put us in a trance yesterday. We are ending the day with a workshop from her called Build a Home Play Shop. And y'all do not want to miss this. She is going to make sure we know how to truly build these dreams that we've been allowing to manifest and slip through cracks that we had been suffocating before, right? And you're going to be able to take away a workbook that has your methodical plan in place. And then closing us out is a DJ set from DJ Fannie Mae. She is also from Charlotte. And that's it, y'all. That's it now. That's it. Okay. So today will be a full celebration. I'm so excited about it. Okay. Many of you are mourning the end of the summit. I get it. Even though you know we're gonna come back again in 6 months. I get it, right? But the beautiful thing is it does not end here. You all are truly part of a community that feels just like this every day. Every day. For those who do not know, I am Casey Ariel, the founder of Blaze Group LLC, where we build leaders and accept zero excuses. Zero excuses from me on why I can't show up for Black women and give them the cold game in ways that feel good. Okay? So, I ain't going nowhere. Okay? I encourage you all, I truly do encourage you all to enroll in the Blaze Business Intensive. Enroll in the Blaze Business Intensive. It is a 6-week program that I promise you will help you to boss up as a CEO and not just be the hardest working worker in your business, not just be the hardest working employee in your business. We have to transcend that, right? And really be dope at business management, right? And so the Blaze Business Intensive, I'm on the other side of that, okay? The easiest way to get there for that is blazebusinessintensive.com. That's the easiest way to get there for that. Go to www.blazebusinessintensive.com. Literally, you will see this 6-week course. It is self-paced, but you still see me on the other side, okay? Use the code SUMMIT25 for a discount. Summit, SUMMIT 25 for a discount. Literally, you start it with me. We have a one-on-one session. I call it the jump start session, okay? So that I can meet with you founder to founder, right? To make sure you keep the main thing. Because a lot of us try to come in here and do 6 different things, and I'm sorry to tell you, I don't care how cold you are. Your dreams don't get the best of you when you peanut butter yourself across 8 different areas. And so I'm going to look at you and listen to your dreams and help you keep the main thing, so that you walk out of those 6 weeks, right? Truly edified, right? And your business will be, set on a very firm foundation, okay? So I encourage that. Not only that, literally every single week, if there are any Blaze Business Intensive grads in here, they can tell you, like, literally every single week for life, you have access to weekly office hours with me. Every single Wednesday for 1 hour. Whenever you want to pull up, whenever you register, I am on the other side. Like, literally, it's me. I protect space for that. That's important to me. This is important to me. Okay? No gimmicks over here. For life. It does not matter if it's 4 years down the road. I mean that. Try me and see. And you need to ask me a question, or you like, how do I apply this? Or like, dang, I just want to listen to other people's questions. 4 years from now, the link works and you can pull up to the Wednesday wind down office hour, and legit people just spit questions, right? And I spit answers, right? So that is exclusive to, right, the Blaze Business Intensive students and alumni, but it's lifetime access to that, right? So I promise you I'm on the other side of that, okay? But self-paced, you can do it at your pace. I would recommend finishing it in 6 weeks. But again, blazebusinessintensive.com is the easiest way to get there. You will see me on the other side, I promise. And I teach the course, okay? And we have a one-on-one session to start. And then every single week for life, you have access to the office hours. Now, I would personally recommend, okay, especially for those who are graduates of the Blaze Business Intensive, I would strongly recommend that you enroll in the Blaze Mastermind. I would strongly recommend that you enroll in the Blaze Mastermind. Now, the way you get there, and this is the only way you get there, is by downloading the Table and Tribe app, okay? Table X Tribe by Blaze Group, right? It is on Google, it is on Apple, it is in literally 277 countries today. No gatekeeping, bro. Okay? And you can download the app and not do the mastermind. If you are a Blazing Intensive graduate, I strongly recommend that you enroll yourself in the Blaze Mastermind, which is only available on the Table and Tribe app. Okay? The mastermind is cold because it helps you truly master this thing. And it is perpetual membership. It is not a 6 weeks. It is not confined to a time bound. When you enroll in the mastermind, you have access to a whole bunch of resources. No gatekeeping over here. You have access to pitch deck templates. Like literally, you pull that thing up and it has a full pitch deck for you, and you just insert stuff about your business. You have access to pitch video scripts, where literally you can fill in the blank and you can make your 1 minute pitch video, similar to what y'all see in the reception area, right? Where you literally see Blaze's pitch video, right? We've leveraged that for several things, right? You need that on deck, right? That's why it's called the mastermind, right? Because when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You have access to business plan templates. You'll have access to crowdfunding planners and so many things. On top of that, every single month, I have a monthly meeting with the mastermind members, only the mastermind members. And we really do talk about real-time issues that's happening in the business. And we literally, alongside each other, share peer information about ways to pull ourselves out, right? Share real information about the networks that we have, right? Like really lean in as masters, right? And mindset principles to help each other, right? This is the mastermind membership, only available on the Table and Tribe app, okay? Because it does not end here, right? So for people who like, oh my gosh, it does not end here, okay? Mastermind members also have access to a book club, a monthly book club, because every single month of the year, Casey is reading a business book. And guess who's reading alongside me? My mastermind members. Like literally, my mastermind members know exactly what book we're reading, and they get all of my notes from the book. Every single month, I drop in all of my personal notes that I'm taking as I've read that book of the month, right? And they get full access to that, okay? So I would highly recommend that. That does not end, right? So long as you want to be part of that, you can be part of that. Whenever you want to say stop, you can stop, right? But I would highly recommend, especially graduates of the Blazing Intensive. Now, 2023, some things are going on, right? And I want to encourage you to make big bets on yourselves, man. Like, why not? Okay. Q1 of 2023, in Q1 of 2023, I am getting on a plane. I am going to the United States of America for my sisters. Okay. I am showing up on a tour called the Pain Unseen Secret Garden Tour to legit sit down and talk to my sisters, to legit coach my sisters in person, to legit hug and cry with and rock my sisters in person. Because as y'all have seen this week, the founder journey is about way more than hitting numbers that you can share about on Instagram. No, man, like no. Right? This thing is so interconnected with our healing. It's so interconnected with our gifts. And so interconnected with us having the courage to open our mouths. And so interconnected with us being able to heal relationships with money and family and friends and our neighborhoods, man, and people who run our churches, right? That is why it's called Pain Unseen, the Secret Garden Tour, because I'm showing it in person, so you don't have to write it down, sis. We're going to go there in person. It's me. Right? I'm going to tell you about my very real experiences with domestic violence, right? My very real experiences with losing it all. My very real experiences of being, a little girl who was in 4 different households before I was in the 5th grade, right? Because my mother was murdered when I was 1, right? Like very real experiences around very mental illness, right? And how I navigated all of that to build a business that this is my 2nd year with Blaze, literally just this month, December 30th is year number 2, right? How I harnessed all of that to rebuild my life after devastating trauma. And it has everything to do with how I lead my business. And so that is why I'm showing up. It is called the Pain Unseen Secret Garden Tour, right? And every single person that is a part of that tour, this is Q1 now. This is Q1. This is Q1. I highly recommend every single person that is a part of that tour, okay, which is available at blazegroupllc.com/tour. blazegroupllc.com/tour. Every single person that is a part of that tour where I am getting on a plane and I am literally showing up in 7 different cities in person with none of this is written down, or this is real experiences, real relationships, okay, with y'all. You get 3 months of mentorship from me, okay? You will be part of a mentorship group. We're going to have group monthly mentorship calls, right? But again, this is man. Some of y'all have already bought your tickets. I'll see you there. This is non-traditional on purpose. Why? Because this is all about decolonized leadership. This is all about freedom for real. This is all about healing, right? These are intimate coaching circles, okay? So I am showing up. Let me tell y'all the schedule. Again, you can find your city by going to blazegroupllc.com/tour. Q1, I would highly recommend this. Now, the Blaze Biz Intensive, right? In perpetuity, you have access to me. The Mastermind, in perpetuity, you have access to me. Q1, this is only happening in Q1. It is the tour in person. Charlotte, North Carolina is February 11th. Okay? Charlotte, North Carolina is February the 11th. I'm showing up in person. February 12th is Atlanta. February 12th is Atlanta, literally in person with me. And every single person that comes join me on this tour, okay? In your respective city that you show up in, you have 3 months of mentorship with me, right? And we literally go into those nook and crannies of ugly places so that you can come out free for real, like free for real as a founder, and literally understand how to let that freedom and that healing permeate every part of your business. Because what y'all experience this week is my healing. All right, you have experienced the way I see the world because of my healing. That's what this is. That's why it's so different. That's why Forbes can't do this and Harvard can't do this. All right. All right. DC is February 15th. DC, Washington, DC is February 15th. Join me there if that is in your vicinity. Brooklyn, what's up, BK? Brooklyn is February 16th. Brooklyn is February 16th. Houston, Texas. What up, Raven? Houston, Texas is February 18th. Houston, Texas is February 18th. Again, I am going to be there. I'm literally getting on a plane, leaving Africa to come to the United States for you, sis. Literally, that is why. Okay? Chicago, you are February 19th. Chicago, you are February 19th. And last but definitely not least, Oakland, California. Yay, area, stand up. Oakland, California, you are February 21st. February 21st. Q1, I highly recommend. Q1, I highly recommend that this be in your plan. I highly recommend. Okay? Ain't nothing fake about this. Anybody that's been a part of this, you know. Even this week, y'all know, right? So I'm showing up. Okay? I'm showing up for you, sis. Okay? And 3 months of mentorship will follow that, right? Because we're going to be free for real. Casey is showing up, and I'm saying Casey because I don't got nothing to do with what other folk doing, and I ain't changing nobody else's mind because it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, Casey's showing up to make sure you get free and stay free. I'm talking about stay free. I'm talking about stay free. Never bound again. Okay, so that's why this mentorship is going to be so important, because healing is a slow and soft process. All right. That's Q1. Highly recommend. Again, blazegroupllc.com/tour. Q2, the summit is happening again. 5 days. It is free. We gonna pull up. It's gonna be lit, and it's gonna be a whole lot of learning. Okay, and I promise to bring you all of the things that are most current, most relevant, and most urgent at that time. Okay, and that's how we handle it in the summers. Okay, so that you are literally on par with these jokers out here that are moving earlier than everybody else. I promise to bring you that. Q2, make sure you take the week off, man. Immerse yourself in this. I'm talking about you're going to get so much game that people pay thousands of dollars for and still walk away without understanding it. Literally. 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 I teach people who have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for postgraduate degrees, and they still don't understand, right? The stuff that Blaze is able to disseminate to them in terms they understand, okay? So Q2, make sure that's on your calendar. It is 1 week, right? It is going to happen in June. It will always happen in June, but Q2, make sure you show up for that. June said literally, listen, okay? Q3, Q3, Blaze is, okay, holding women's hands who want to leave the United States and go to a foreign country to learn how to be digital nomads or travel for months at a time without their business suffering, or take have a location independent business. I'll call it that. I want y'all to know that term. Write it down because I need to be studying that. Location independent business. Okay. Literally, the behemoths of the world are behemoths, meaning Walmarts and Texacos and Louis Vuittons. They're literally trying to figure out right now how to make their businesses location independent, because that's what people want now. So this is important for you founders, because your people that you hire are going to want to have location independent roles, right? I am teaching you with the WFA Immersion Week group coaching program how to run location independent businesses. Casey runs a location independent business. I live in Nairobi, Kenya, but I've been sitting in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, for the last 3 weeks. Raven lives in Houston, Texas, and she, right, is part of Blaze, right? Sylvia, a lot of the speakers have already talked to Sylvia. A lot of y'all that rock with Clubhouse have been talking to Sylvia. Sylvia lives in Nairobi, Kenya. Blogs are posted by Blaze Group LLC every single day of the week. A beautiful woman by the name of Priscilla writes all of those blogs, and she lives in Nigeria. Are y'all hearing me? Because I'm not done. Okay. We have consulting clients. We make $250,000 already. We're in year 2 from our consulting clients. The junior consultant lives in London. Huh? Beautiful Black woman by the name of Hannah. London. Okay. Great Britain. That's where she lives. Okay, I could go on. Our research person lives in Utah, who writes our research reports, right? We just released one that was called Black in Healthcare, and we really dissected the statistical analysis of Black bodies in healthcare and broke that thing down and identified gaps and said, now you solve it. You who did it, you solve it. Okay. This is a location independent business, but y'all know how good this feels, right? Y'all see how good this feels. It's real, right? And employees want location independent businesses. Casey did it because Casey wanted to be location independent, though. I wanted to move around the world whenever I wanted to move around the world and still be okay, and I did that, right? So WFA Immersion Week group coaching experience is happening in Q3. I need y'all to make big bets on yourself in 2023, okay? In Q3. Okay. The WFA, most people call WFA work from anywhere, right? And this is equivalent to location independent role, right? Or business. I'm talking to founders right now. For Casey, WFA means work from abroad. Yeah, I have the audacity to teach Black women how to work from abroad, right? By immersing them into the culture, into the time zone, into the beautiful beaches, right? Into the beautiful humidity, right? Right? Into the Wi-Fi that they lie and tell you is not good, right? Into the housing that they lie and tell you is not elaborate, into the affordable healthcare that they tell you costs an arm and a leg and it's not good. All of these things, right? But for these things, you got to experience it to believe it. You got to feel it to believe it. For those who have already experienced WFA Immersion Week, I promise you they'll tell you. It's called. As a matter of fact, you don't got to take my word for it, okay? The WFA Immersion Week group coaching experience can be found on blazegroupllc.com/WFA. blazegroupllc.com/WFA. But if you want a lens into what women have experienced, right? I have my own page, okay? I am KCREL.com. Go there and listen to them women. Go there and see what they said literally while their feet were still in the continent. Okay, I brought them to the continent with me, and we spent a week together in the same house. Okay, I slept in rooms beside them. We ate breakfast together, right? We explored the soil of Africa together. I literally taught them how to run. They literally saw me as my business kept running, and I'm sitting there on couches teaching them. Yep. Okay, Q3. So July, let me pull this up too, so I can make sure if anything It's on this page. I need to tell y'all aloud. I will. So July, we are going to Bali. No, Barcelona. July, we are going to Barcelona. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona, Spain is where we will be in July of 2023. Okay. Literally, I will teach you how to run your business from anywhere. And I don't care what business you're in. I promise you that. I will teach you how to run your business from anywhere. Okay. In August, we are going to Bali, Indonesia. Bali, Indonesia. I got a point to prove. It does not matter what time zone you are in. I will teach you how to run your business without doing graveyard hours where you think you got to work from 4 a.m. to whatever. No, you don't. Nope, you sure don't. I promise you that. I will teach you. Okay. And then in September, we are going to Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa in September. Q3, I challenge you founders to make big bets on yourself. Okay? Again, this is at blazegroupllc.com/WFA. It is a group coaching experience, but an immersive experience where you will be with me literally on soil that is not the United States, and I will literally teach you how to run a thriving business. And listen, y'all should know at this point, I'm not promising you what dollars it could be and what. Literally, there's no ceiling. When you understand this stuff up here, you are free and you stay free. There is not a cap. Like 8 figures ain't even big enough. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Like, there is literally no cap. Like, it's pointless to tell you, oh, in X number of months you'll blah blah blah. Literally, when you understand this stuff up here and then here, there is literally no ceiling, okay, on what you can do. For myself personally, I'm going to take many retirements throughout the rest of my life. Literally, I will have my business running in such a way where every couple of years, I will take a couple of years off. Literally retired, okay? And then I'll literally, right? There's no cap on what you can do, okay? So, and if you want to see this from a more intimate experience, go to my site, okay? IamKCREL.com. 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 Okay. Now, the truth about this, and I promise I'm not making this up. I'm being very honest, okay, and transparent about this. Only 15 people can pull up in Q3 for WFA Immersion Week. And each experience is capped at 5 people because it is truly intimate. It is truly us spending real time together. You are seen. I get to know you very, 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 very intimately. So in July, only 5 people will join me, okay, in Barcelona, Spain. In August, only 5 people will join me in Bali, Indonesia. And in September, only 5 people will join me in Cape Town. I literally just did this in September, and 5 women, right, were with me, okay? So, applications, enrollment opens on January the 1st. Enrollment opens on January the 1st, okay? But for those who join the wait list, enrollment will open for you a week earlier before it opens for anybody else, okay? I promise, okay? But I promise each trip is capped at 5, okay? I'm not playing now. Okay? So, the wait list is open right now, and the wait list has been open since September, since the end of September, okay? The wait list has been open since the end of September, okay? So get your name on the wait list, right? You can get your name on the wait list at blazegroupllc.com/WFA, or you can go to my site, IamKCREL.com, right? I am Casey. Ashley's on the wait list. Super dope, Ashley, okay? And if you are on the wait list, literally put yourself on the wait list now, okay? Listen, because on December 26th, I'm going to say it one more time, the day after Christmas, okay? The day after Christmas, the waitlist members, the waitlist folks, okay, will have enrollment opened up to them only. And then on January the 1st, right, it's open to literally anybody else that wants to come from around the world, right? And only 15 people can join me, okay? Because I protect this community, and I protect capacity for the experiences that are important, right? For people who buy into whatever experiences they want, Okay. Drop the link again. So the link is blazegroupllc.com/WFA. blazegroupllc.com/WFA. And if you want to see it from an even more intimate lens, go to IamKCREL. That is IamCaseyARIEL.com. Okay. The wait list is there too. Okay. The wait list is in both places, but on December 26th, those are on the wait list. Enrollment opens to you. Once any of these trips get to 5 people enrollment, you can't. We shutting the list down, right? We are protecting this experience for the people who are going to be a part of it, okay? And it's going to be a total of 15 people for 2023. So that's Q3, okay? That is Q3. I told you Q1, I recommend you come to the Pain Unseen Secret Garden Tour. I will be there in person. I'm coming to the States. Okay, I'm coming to you. And then there's 3 months of mentorship that follows. Q2, we are coming back again for the Blaze Virtual Summit, summer 2023. Q3, I highly recommend the WFA Immersion Week group coaching experience. We're going to 3 different locations, Barcelona in July, Bali in August, and Cape Town, South Africa, okay, in September, to literally immerse you in this experience so that you don't just read blogs, and you will literally go through the movements and feel it and understand how it is that you can do this thing and not be tired, and do this thing and not be working graveyard shift hours, because you don't have to, okay? And then in Q4, okay, we are having Blaze Virtual Summit Winter 2023. Again, take that week off. It will have been a long year, right? It always is. Okay, so take that week off and come and pull up and be in fellowship and be restored, right? Be poured into, okay? I highly recommend this 2023. Just know that an investment in yourself is an investment in your business. Now, outside of those seasonal things, right? Again, the Blaze Business Intensive is the 6-week course that will literally teach you how to boss up in your business. And I'm saying this a cliche way. I literally mean it will teach you how to move from being the hardest working employee in your business, to actually understanding how to manage your business. What is business management? It is budgeting. What is business management? It is strategy and automation. What is business management, Casey? It is strategic networking. What is business management, Casey? It is identifying your most profitable skills. Okay. What is business management, Casey? It is cash flow projections. These are literally the things that you will learn in your business. What is business management, Casey? It is the business plan that includes the vision and the mission and the competitive analysis, right? And the SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Like literally, right? This thing will elevate you from being the hardest working employee in your business, right, to understanding how to manage it and how to become an expert at scaling teams. My goal is not to be the hardest working person in my business. I want to be an expert at scaling teams, making Raven code as possible, that so she goes out, right, and change the lives of millions of people. Same for Priscilla, same for Hannah, same for Sylvia, right? Same for Naima, right? All right, so that's all I got to say. We're going to get into some amazing things. Blaze Business Intensive. If you want to get there quickly, just go to blazebusinessintensive.com. Use the code SUMMIT25 for a discount, SUMMIT25. Now, again, there's another one that is available in perpetuity, and I highly recommend this for Blaze Business Intensive graduates. Again, Blaze Business Intensive people, y'all get lifetime access to weekly coaching hours from me. Okay, 1 hour every Wednesday. We call it our wind down Wednesday office hour. I'm always there, and I will always protect time for that. Lifetime access, okay? But you can also, definitely the grads, right? Y'all should download the Table and Tribe app and enroll in the Blaze Mastermind, okay? You get pitch deck templates, you get pitch video scripts, you get crowdfunding planners, you get business plan templates, you get my reading notes from books that I read, and you will know every single month the business book I'm reading, right? You get monthly meetings, mastermind meetings with me once per month, right? There are actually some extra master classes from a few of my partners in banking, right? In legal, in client relationship management, a lot of cool stuff, right? And that's in perpetuity, right? Whenever you want to lean out of that, you can, right? But we here. Y'all are a part of the community. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Kathy said 2023 is our year. I shy, for real. All right, so I'm gonna let the video roll, okay? But just know that keep it locked all day, because this is it right here, okay? Really quickly though, before Victoria curses me out, she put a lot of questions back here, and I will answer it. Okay, Victoria says, since the Air Meet space won't be available, how do we access the replays? Beautiful question. Only those who have registered. For those of y'all listening to me right now, and one of the 35 places we're syndicating to, if you're not inside the club, you don't have access, okay? So you still have time to register to get inside the club, but only those who have registered, you will still be able to use your link that you have even after this ends and come inside and access the replays. That's seeing the chat, right? That's seeing the titles of each session. It'll be very well organized, right? You'll know what time it happened before, etc. Okay, so easy to find the videos. Your same link will work for 3 months. Okay, if you did not register, you don't have a link, and baby, you can't get in here. Okay, that's just how it goes. That's it. That's all. Right. So for those of y'all listening on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, hi, love you, mean it. But if you do not register at blazevirtualsummit.com, you can't get in, okay? Because there will be no registrations after today. I promise. Great question. Okay, another question from Victoria. Is anyone else feeling buoyed by this week, Ashe, and sad that we don't have day 6? Y'all, listen. Y'all are part of this tribe. I'm lean in. An investment in yourself is an investment in your business, right? We're not going nowhere. This is the land of plenty. Okay, so y'all keep rocking with us because we rocking with you. Another question. Victoria says, while many of us have worked hard to share information, Ashe, will there be a shared attendees list with permissions? Of course. There will not. Great question. There will not be a shared attendees list. We are very passionate about, and I do mean passionate, because there's so many people who just won't show up for us, but they want to get access anyway. Y'all know, I ain't gonna go on the soapbox, but so you will not. So you all are highly encouraged to exchange information today. You're encouraged to download the Table and Tribe app. Literally, this is the tribe of people who are building their tables, right? That's what it is. And literally, once you download the app, there's a members tab, and you can DM anybody on there. Their information, personal information is protected, but they can literally give you their information on the app, right? Y'all can DM each other. There are also group chats, but the Table and Tribe app is another way you can tap in. A lot of y'all have been chiming in on the Blaze Women's Network community page. So outside of the app, we also have this community page inside of our Knowledge Academy, where the Blaze Business Intensive is and all that stuff. It's called the Blaze Women's Network. That can be found on blazewomensnetwork.com. That's the easiest way to get to it. blazewomensnetwork.com. 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 You all can, same thing, right? Connect there. But we will not be sharing the thousands of people that have registered, okay? But definitely lean in with each other, right? And if it feels safe, trust that you feel more than what you see, right? Share your information, lean into that relationship. Great question. Okay, another question is from Nicole Player. What's up, Nicole? She says, I want to encourage those of us that have followed each other on social to engage with each other on our posts. Leave comments, share, etc. Ashe. I was on Alexis's IG last night, and it was so informative. Ashe, the land of plenty. Y'all, we here, right? Lean in and feel good all the time, every day, and ideas will come, y'all. Like any of the speakers will tell you this. Nicole can tell y'all this. People ask me, I'm surprised I hadn't gotten this question this time, but people ask me all the time, like, how you found these speakers? I DM them on Instagram. Huh? I'm not lying. Every single summit since the beginning of time. The first one was last winter. But for all 3 summits, I slide in the DM. That's it. That's all. That's all. It feels good. It works out, right? Like we go on with the process, right? I slide in the DM, right? And those who want to opt in, they go through the audition process, whatever, right? So yeah, I agree. Land of plenty. We out here. Let's see. I have one more from Anika. Anika says, where's our Casey Ariel taught me Blaze shirts? I am weak. Y'all so funny. Thank you, sis. Thank Thank you, sis. That makes me smile so much. Ashe. Love you. All right, y'all. So she said no, but seriously. I appreciate y'all. All right, so I'm gonna let the video roll. We are starting the day in 7 minutes. Remember, we have our headliner coming to us today, right after the opening workshop. The opening workshop is called Visiting My Inner Child, brought to us by Tisapora Christopher. She calls herself Tisapora the Explorer. I love that, right? But it'll be a beautiful experience, okay? And then right after, the headliner is coming up. And this is the last day. Yvonne actually asked a question. I feel like I've been giving church announcements. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been long-winded today. I'm one of them people. Man, when did I become one of those people? But last thing, Yvonne asked a question about when curfew is tonight. Great question. Curfew tonight is midnight. After midnight tonight, midnight Eastern. So that's 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Eastern. Okay, midnight tonight is curfew. It shuts down. Okay, the lounge will no longer be open. Okay, for you. But your link will continue to work. What does that mean? It means that when you come in here, from now on, after midnight, you will not be able to tell if somebody else is in here with you. All you gonna have in here, you ain't gonna have no tables to sit at, okay? All you will have in here are some replays and some booths. Now that's dope, right? So the folks you've been talking with, shopping with this week, you'll be able to see their booths. These people cannot broadcast to you, child. You cannot send a message on their chats, child. You just gonna see the booths, okay, and the links, okay? But that's it. That's all. All right, so I'm gonna let the video roll for our other church announcements, okay? And then we are going to officially start the day. I am not going to be doing a closing speech. Our headline is going to take care of it. So this is probably the most powerful y'all going to hear from me today. Okay? I love y'all, and I mean it so much. Let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to Visiting Our Inner Child, healing through conversations with our inner child. Thank you so much for joining me today and for being so courageous for showing up for this workshop. My name is Tespora the Explorer. I'm a meditations facilitator and an educator at heart. This is my first time speaking, so I would hope that you would allow me some grace. And I would like to preface the session by saying that I am not a medical professional, but I am passionate about the edification, evolution of Black women and our mental and emotional health. And I hope that by sharing the tools that have worked for me, that it can help work for you as well. And so today we're going to meditate and write a letter to our inner child and be there for the part of us that's living inside of us. And by practicing the art of intentionally connecting to our past, we are going to be able to fast forward and release those burdens with ease that we carrying with us throughout our daily lives. So very quickly, I would like to go over the agenda for today. I'm going to talk a little bit about what is inner child work. I will share a little bit about myself and my journey. We're going to talk about who is your inner child, and then we'll go into our inner child meditation, and then our journaling session. So if you can, please prepare a paper and a comfortable, safe space. So before we start, I have a question for you. How often do you check in with your family, your besties, your partners? I'm curious. I know perhaps there's some sort of consistency happening there. Maybe you check in with each other every day, maybe once a week, or once a month. And I know for sure you definitely got your bestie on speed dial, because I know I do. So why don't we do the same with our inner child? I want to encourage us to show up with that same consistency as with our family members, as our besties. We should be doing the same when it comes to working with our inner child. So what is inner child work? Inner child work involves rediscovering all the emotions and the memories that we have been forced to suppress. And due to suppressing these emotions, we never actually got the chance to deal with them. You're probably wondering what your inner child has to do with your entrepreneurial journey or your professional development. Well, our inner child manifests through our daily decisions, whether they're conscious or unconscious. Our inner child is within us when we're taking actions. Our inner child has everything to do with our journey in our professional development. Have you ever found yourself perhaps frustrated or stuck or angry? Have you ever found yourself having difficulties navigating landing a new client or jumping and taking advantage of opportunities? Maybe you find yourself having trouble with putting yourself out there and really creating a stage and a platform for yourself. If you have any of these mental blocks, it's definitely a sign that your inner child is asking for more support from you. Our inner child holds all of our emotional memories, and they present in our bodies and in our thought patterns. And so we need to understand our inner child's patterns and really connecting them to our adult lives now. By doing so, we can heal from those long-standing hurts. We can heal from those things that our inner child is still holding on to, and just really allow us to play and explore again. Because I feel like as adults, we've lost that. And you're probably thinking, play? I'm here to work, not play any games, you know, like I understand that sentiment. But when we think about going back to our childhood, going back to being a kid and playing, you were curious about everything. You were so open and so willing to try new things. You took risks and chances, and you had fun doing it too. And I think particularly as Black women, especially, we feel like in order for us to be successful, we have to be perfect. We have to prove our worth and not let people see our weaknesses. We feel like we must overcompensate. And we take mistakes very, very, you're still here. And so I want to encourage you to play with your inner child, because play is how we connect with creativity. Play is singing of our lungs with no worries. Play is dancing in the street. Play is flowing. Play is without thinking about what others are thinking of us. Play is being in our own world, validating our own self and not being tied to the outcome. Play is flowing, play is free, and we're going to do that as we connect with our inner child today. So like I had said before, if you ever had any troubles or hesitations, any mental blocks when it comes to accepting new opportunities, landing a client, you can benefit from having a little chit chat with your inner child. And so for me, why is inner child work so important? For me, inner child work is truly a form of resistance. Black suffering is hugely overlooked, largely minimized in society. And so inner is really our way of decolonizing our bodies and our minds, deconstructing what we've been taught and what we've been brainwashed throughout our generations. It is about reconnecting back to our younger selves and honoring ourselves, our bodily autonomy, and while honoring our past and our ancestors in the process as well. And it is such a privilege that we get the chance to take on this work, not only for ourselves, but for the generations ahead of us. And it's not easy. I know, because I've been through this journey. I spent the last 6 years living and traveling and teaching as a science and English teacher in Japan. This is a picture of me in Japan. And I decided to move there because I had a fear of public speaking, and I knew no matter what I did, I would have to overcome it. But what I didn't realize was that I was running away from my own voice, because living in a foreign country can do that to you. It's hard for you to communicate with other people. And so I really got stuck in my own little bubble. And so after a series of events of losing people close to me, toxic work culture and harassment, it really had me return back to this little girl right here. This is my inner child. Look at her smiling, she's so cute. But underneath those smiles, she always felt so voiceless. She identified as the good girl, the A+ scholar, the overachiever. Because growing up, her family would always put so much pressure on her to be perfect. While she grew up, her parents would always tell her that she was too bossy. And so she lost her voice over time and even hated her voice growing up. People would tell her that she was an Oreo because she sounded like a white girl. And on top of that, she came from a musical family, but she wasn't quite musical herself and wasn't blessed with the vocal cords. She remembers singing on stage on a solo in church and just crying her eyeballs out because she wanted to make her family happy, but she had her own reservations and her own fears. And so some of these situations, they don't feel like such a big deal, but to us as little kids, they were huge deals, especially since we were still learning and developing, and we didn't know how to deal with these emotions. And so who is your inner child? Who do you identify with? Whether you identify with these types, the good girl, the A+ girl, the jokester, the angel, the peer, whether you identify with these types or whether someone placed these perceptions onto you, they all impact how you navigated your childhood and thus how you navigate your adulthood. And so today we're going to talk to our inner child. And so I brought together 5 questions that we can use to check in with our inner child. With our meditation today, we are going to use some of these questions to have a conversation with our inner child. And so I would like to very quickly go over some of these questions. The first one is, how do I feel? And how is that feeling showing up in my body? So it's important for us to identify our feelings. For example, I feel anxious, but also checking in to feel how it feels in our bodies. Perhaps your shoulders are tight, For me, I get sweaty hands and palms. Even right now, they're a little sweaty. I also get shallow breaths as well. So it's important to attune to those physical sensations that are going on. The second question we can ask is, how can I validate and fully accept these feelings? It's so, so important that we come with a self-acceptance and that we validate our inner child's feelings and that we allow the feelings to flow into our bodies. For example, we can say, it's okay to feel scared. It's normal. You're safe to allow these feelings to come into our bodies now. The third question we can ask is, what can I do with my inner child? We're going to explore this a little more in our journaling session about how we can take our conversation and move it into action, move it into quality time, move it into play with our inner child. The question is, what affirmation or advice can we leave with our inner child? And lastly, from these affirmations, what action can we take to align back to our values and the things that are important to us again? So before we get started with our meditation, I just want to remind us that inner child work is not one or done. It's a constant practice. So we must practice it, and we must build a relationship with our inner child. And we can trust to be the inner parent now. It's so important that we put trust in ourselves, because sometimes the people around us when we were children, they were not equipped with the tools to model for us and to help us with what we needed most. But with compassion and empathy, we can break these generational curses. And we're evolving collectively. And so in order for us to do that, we can hold compassionate space, and we can hold our inner child's hurts and worries. And so now that we've gotten an overview of inner child work, let us proceed with our meditation. And so I would love for you to get, if you can, into a comfortable position. I'm going to start playing some music. If you're in a safe space, I would love us to take this moment to come back into ourselves and to close our eyes and ground ourselves into our bodies. Let's start by taking a deep breath in and out. Once again, if you're in a safe space, take this moment to take a deep breath in and out. This meditation goes out to the little girl inside of all of us. The little girl that never got recognized for her glory, her royalty, her worth, her opinion, or sometimes her existence. The forgotten little girl that felt invisible. That forgotten little girl that forgot her royalty and where she came from. The little girl that felt like she didn't belong or never fit in properly anywhere. The little girl that felt like she had to mold and she fought so hard to fit in places she wasn't designed to fit in. This meditation, this conversation is with that little girl that desperately tried to fit in. That little girl that was forced to shame her body, her own skin, forced to shame her own voice. Yes, that little girl. Let's have a chat with her today. There was a time where our behaviors to fit in helped us to survive that time. But now, we don't need those survival tactics anymore. We can finally have the freedom to mold a new sense of self. This meditation is a gift to that little girl that we have buried deep down inside of us. It's a message just for her. If at any time at all, this meditation or this content becomes too much, please feel free to stop this practice at any time. Let's start by bringing our attention to the length of our natural breathing. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Let's take this time to ground to our bodies. Take a deep inhale in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Feel the rise and fall of your body. Again, inhale and exhale. Take a moment and imagine a time in your life where you felt like you were very hurt, or you felt unnoticed, or you felt left out of the group. Sometimes these moments can be hard to pinpoint, and that is okay. It's perfectly normal. Simply take a moment to go back to that time. Go back to how it felt in that moment. Visualize a picture of a little girl. Imagine her standing right there in front of you. What is she wearing in this moment? What is her facial expression in this moment where she felt hurt, where she felt left out or unnoticed? If at any moment this becomes too difficult for you, we can ground and return to our breath. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you are here in this moment, in this present moment. Nothing is hurting you right now. Again, imagine yourself looking at this little girl. What was happening at this time? What were you feeling? Go ahead and ask your inner child, what is she feeling right now? And what hurt is she holding on to? Take a moment to have this conversation right now. And whatever is coming up for you, allow any emotions to come. It is okay. This is a safe space. Notice any physical sensations in your body. Whether it's a tense feeling in your neck, maybe tingling or shaking in your hands or in your legs. tightness in your stomach. Whatever physical sensations are occurring right now, allow them to come as they are. Allow them to move in the way that they want to. Give your inner child some time to express her feelings to you. Allow her to open up her heart. If she's having a difficult time, we can ask her, what are you feeling right now? You don't have to worry. I won't judge you for your feelings. What story is she telling you? What is she really trying to tell you underneath these words? What does she really need or want? What do you need right now? After hearing her story, her some time to share her story. If your inner child is still, if she's still having difficulties opening up, let her know that she can trust you. Let her know that you are open to sharing her hurt with her. I can take your hurt. You can leave it with me. It's okay. I'll give you a few more moments to have this conversation with her and for you to listen to her. Again, continuing to ground yourself in your breath as you hold her hurts, her worries, her burdens. After hearing her story, thank her for sharing her story. Thank her for using her words. Tell her that she is valuable and that her story is so important. Thank you for being so brave. You can even offer her a warm embrace. Imagine you're giving advice to a younger sister or someone close to you. What advice would you give her? As we move into our part of our meditation, our inner child affirmations, as we hold her hurts, and release those burdens from the past. Let's repeat the following affirmations. And allow these comforting words to resonate through our bodies. I am wonderfully made. I am valuable. I am lovable. I am Black and I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am a gift to this world. I am Black Girl Magic, and I wield magic with my words. And every step that I take, and every step that we take together, there is only love. There is nothing wrong with me. There is only love. I hope that this meditation can take you to a warm place and help you to feel safe and free. I hope you can feel comfortable and the woman that you are becoming. Before we leave our inner child, let's leave her with these last few words. I will never leave you. I will never abandon you. I am always here for you. Anytime you need me, I will be there. I will protect you. And I will never leave you. I'll see you later, and I'll see you soon. Whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes. Ashe. Welcome back. How did that conversation go with your inner child? I hope that we can continue the conversation. Let's continue the conversation with a letter to our inner child. Thank you for this meditation, and when you have the time, I would love for you to continue the conversation by writing a letter to your inner child in which you can write a letter, and I have these prompts that you can use to help you connect with her. With these questions, we can continue the conversation. And after writing your letter, I want to encourage you to write a response to your inner child. And you can try writing with your non-dominant hand. What this will do is that it will help you access the child and begin to heal those unprocessed burdens that might still be triggering us. Now, this technique might not work for everyone, but it's definitely worth a try. And so I highly recommend that you try it in your free time. In my personal experience, it was really, really impactful, really powerful. And so during our next session, the question and answer session, I would love for you to provide me any feedback about this meditation. And we can even continue writing our letters in the next session. And so I hope with this meditation, you were able to reconnect and have a conversation with your inner child. And I highly encourage you to play with your inner child, whether you have trauma with your voice, you can sing with your inner child, you can speak with your inner child, you can write with your inner child. Sometimes I visualize myself dancing with my inner child. Whatever works for you, I encourage you to experiment and play and to find how you can reconnect and heal from those hurts. And so, love and peace. Ashe, thank you so much for joining me with this session. I hope we can continue our inner child conversation in our question and answer session. I know your inner child is very happy that you decided to join me in this session. You're so courageous, and I hope that you can use this as a tool to release those heavy burdens from our past. If you enjoyed this meditation, please tune in to Soul Sister Sleep Meditations, available wherever you listen to your podcasts. I look forward to seeing you at our next session. And please, I'm open to any sort of feedback. I have a QR code on the screen with a Google form. So please let me know your thoughts. And yeah, please let me know your thoughts and your feedback. And thank you so much for joining me. And I hope and I know your inner child is thankful for you too. Thank you so much. Ashe.
Tisapora, you did a beautiful job, sis. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Casey.
Of course.
I really appreciate it. It means so much to me to be on the stage and to just be able to connect with so many Black women from all over the world, and just all of us together connecting with our inner child and just having a conversation that we probably haven't had in a long, long time, and which is very needed. And just thank you so much, Casey, for just facilitating this safe space. I've never felt like I've ever been a part of something like this, and so yeah, this is all, this whole thing, this whole week, this meditation, it's just all very special to me. And you know, just seeing like all the comments and I saw a lot of, cried and hugged and painful, and it's this work is all of that. And I send love and hugs and healing energy to all of us. And I hope that by having more conversations with our inner child and really connecting with her and just listening to her, I feel like maybe a lot of us, we weren't listened to enough as kids. And I think like this allows us that chance to listen to ourselves. And I just thank you all for joining me on this session, and just for being so brave to actually, willing to go into your past in that way. And I hope you're able to gain some insights. I hope you're able to, no longer my burden, right? I hope you're able to, able to share that burden with your inner child so that she doesn't have to carry it and hold on to it any longer. And I hope that by doing this work, we can all continue with our growth process, continue with, growing our businesses, our brands. I hope that we can, whenever we do have these mental blocks of our inner child, wanting to be heard, wanting some attention, wanting some help, we can more quickly be able to help her and connect with her. And from that, we can continue to grow together. And so, yeah, Casey, thank you so much for this.
Thank you. Beautiful job, sis. And I want to applaud you for being so brave. You're so brave, so brilliant. I am beyond honored that this is where you facilitated your first speaking event. I am beyond. You did a phenomenal job. You just shook the globe, sis. So keep going. I'm gonna honor your request for people to give you feedback and share feedback with you. So instead of going to the Q&A list, I'm going to bring the people up on stage that have raised their hands so that they can give you feedback on stage. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Chandrell, you're first, and then Cheryl, you're second. Chandrell, the mic is yours.
Hey, Queen, thank you so much. Like, girl, you had me in here like boo-hoo crying. Like, I was so silenced as a child, man, and I'm sorry to get emotional, but this is like the deepest session that I've attended, because I've been shut up so much as a child to the point I start shutting my inner child down every time. And I know I have the passion, and I feel my inner child fighting myself, fighting myself, like, you capable, you can do it. But the moment that I get the opportunity, or the moment that it's like, okay, it's time, just jump, I pull myself back, and I have this doubt, and it's like, no, stop doubting yourself, you can do it. And I know that it's been a blockage there, but you just helped me realize that I need to visit her more and talk to her more, and just let her know that she got this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really do. I needed this more than I thought. I knew I needed this. You know what I mean? I did. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Chandrell, for your transparency. Thank you for showing up for your inner child today. thank you for just connecting and just being open to whatever emotions that came up for you today. And your inner child is running around right now, and I'm really glad to know that this is probably a very big next step as you move in, and navigate into your next journey, you know. And so yeah, I really encourage you to keep on going and to keep on reconnecting with her on a consistent basis. I know she's just waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chandra. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have time for one more. I've already called her name. This is
Okay.
Cheryl. Cheryl, I'm bringing you up. Please do share your feedback. 2 minutes, Mama. And then we're going to go into our headliner session. The mic is yours, Cheryl.
Okay. I also just want to say thank you. I have been doing some work with my inner child, and work that I thought was already in process. And she sat here and said, it's not enough. She told me it's not enough. And where I thought that it was grief, she's angry. She's angry. And she's angry because she feels that I have not protected her enough. And like Chandrell said, mine has been, I have protected and been there for everybody in my life but her. And so, just like Chandrell said, when I get ready to jump, I snatch her back because I'm scared, because I know how to do it for everybody else. My advice works for everybody else but me. And it pisses me off so bad that I can do it for everybody else but me. And she gets so angry with me. And I had to force myself to sit here in this seat and listen to her, because so many times I wanted to get up and walk out because it was too much. It was too much. And she's like, no, I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me. Listen to me. And I had to sit here. I just had to sit here. And so I thank you for just allowing me this space to just feel it, to experience it, to breathe my way through it, to realize why I have a small little, the little wallet size pictures our moms would be so excited to pass out to the family, that I found just last week before the summit. I even found out about the summit. It's right behind me on my desk behind me, because now she can see me. She's with me. She's with me constantly while I'm working, and she can see me. And I'm just trying to let her know, okay, I get it. I get it. I'm going to protect you, baby. I got you. I get it. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank all of you, Casey, and thank you for today, and just all of you all. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
wanna
much,
say?
Cheryl. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for coming up on the stage. First, I just want to say, yeah, your feelings are totally valid. Her anger, it's all totally valid. And like you said, she needs you. She needs you. She needs you. And she is always with you. And so knowing that you can connect with her anytime, anytime. And just being able to show up for her today, I know it was really hard. It was really heavy. It was really painful. but I know that she is very grateful to talk to you today, and I hope that you will also continue to talk to her, continue to listen to her, and I just know that Cheryl, you're going to continue to do wonderful things, amazing things, and your inner child will see that, and she will know that you're enough for her, and yes, just thank you so much for sharing and for your transparency also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cheryl. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Y'all stay locked with Tisapora, the Explorer. Okay. Definitely go to her IG. Definitely go to blazevirtualsummit.com/freebies to get what she's offering you there as well. I appreciate you for being part of this experience, for pouring into us, and I look forward to staying in partnership. I honor you so much. Thank you so much for opening up day 5. This was absolutely divine and destined. So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, y'all. So we are going into our headliner session. Okay. This was the opening of today. Tisapora definitely opened us up on purpose because a whole lot of celebration is coming, and we taking our inner children with us on this celebration, okay? So show up in this next session with the headliner, gas the chat up. She's gonna feed off of your energy. We live, baby. I'll see you on the other side with O. Phillips, okay? Right now.